So why is it so important that we learn how to talk to one another? Well, I mean, that is the core of existing in a society with other people. Like, we are all bumping elbows, whether virtually or in real life. And so when we talk about some of the problems that we're in right now, me personally, I don't think that we are that far away in terms of ideology and beliefs at any really particular scale of our civic society. And I think the only difference is our ability to stop and listen to one another in a way that's productive and not just trying to win this battle. Having social problems and social disagreements is not unique to this day and time. Look in history, this stuff has been repeated, especially in America, since the very beginning of our existence. Nobody has ever been 100% agreement on anything. Not even the Revolutionary War, not even the War of 1812, not even the Constitution. But what has changed is that we have this machine now that allows everybody to put their opinions out there. And that allows a lot of people to gain a lot of power and support for putting certain types of ideas out there. Because of all of that, there's an aspect of the internet that has allowed people to participate in some of the most antisocial, insane behavior. The way that we interact on the internet is not the way that we interact in real life. And I've seen people express this in different ways, right? You see people who like do fucked up heinous things and they're like, well, they're not really like that in real life. They're just, they're just trolling. They're just on the internet. That's just how you do stuff on the internet. And so what I'm proposing, what I'm talking about here is that we as a people need to kind of take some of that antisocial behavior out of our internet activity. And I think that we'll find that it's a lot easier to communicate with people. This is a hard ask, right? Everybody needs to learn how to kind of turn the other cheek and accept that maybe the person on the other end of that line doesn't mean to do you harm through their words. What I mean by this is that a lot of the problems that I see is that you can scroll through Reddit, you can scroll through Facebook, you can scroll through whatever. Somebody makes a comment. Maybe it's wrong, maybe it's fucked up, maybe it's something inappropriate, maybe it's something they said incorrectly, maybe they even made a typo. And the first comment that's already jumping on there is like somebody who you could tell just by the way that it's written, they're so angry, they were fucked up and upset, try to correct this person. And my question is, if somebody did that thing, that original thing in real life, would you go up to them, jump in their face, and just start screaming at them about how upset they are? Maybe instead of responding to that immediately with anger, you step into that and say, look, hey, maybe you don't mean to intend to say this way, but you got this particular thing wrong, this particular thing wrong. Maybe lead from there. And if they continue being shitty, that's when we get back to that conversation that we had the other day, where we're talking about, sometimes people just don't actually want to talk. They just want to be wrong, and they want everyone to respect them for being wrong. And that's okay. So, long story short, let's try and be, I sound like a fucking Barney the dinosaur over here, but like let's try and be a little bit more kind on the internet. I guarantee you might get better results with the people that you're talking to.